Inside this garage is a car that probably only a few of you have heard of. 85 built, and this is the 35th one made.
I've been told there's only 100 of them. I don't know, around or 100 of them that were made, so it's pretty rare.
So Mustang Sprints, that was a special edition. If you're the type of person that watches Fast and Furious, this will be in Fast and Furious 8, this tow truck. Yeah. Hi, this is Tom Cotter. I've been hunting down cars since I'm 12 years old, and I'm still doing it today. Follow me in this series as we hunt down hidden classics all across America. One of the viewers that watches Bar and Find Hunter episodes contacted us. He says, you know, if that's the kind of stuff you're looking for, those kind of cars that are kind of forgotten and neglected, I've got one in my garage that you should come take a look at. So that's why we're here in California, to see a car that is very, very rare. I made it. This is the owner, Carl.
And Cindy.
Carl and Sydney.
Officially, it's still my mother's because she is alive at 92, but...
Your name is?
Ryan.
Ryan. Wow.
You see any cars?
Well, I see a headlight. Well, so do you want to move this truck out of the way and put the trailer here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Inside this garage is a car that probably only a few of you have heard of. Very rare car. It was made in Spain, and it's got a French body. It's called a Pegaso, P-E-G-A-S-O. It's a Z102, 1952. 85 built, and this is the 35th one made. And this has been sitting in this garage since 1972. Packard dealership did work on this, a Packard dealership in Madrid, Spain. Well, there's one bumper. Isn't this
There
something?
it is. Wow.
Very nice.
Oh, Carl, look at this.
Yeah,
All of this is original back here, the original color.
Really?
Yeah, look, right here. There it is. A whole bunch of it.
Wow. Yep, that's the original color. That's cool.
Pretty color.
This is the transaxle for the car. So the car had a V8 Hemi engine in the front, and then a drive shaft, which is over there somewhere, and then we had a transaxle. And so the car still has the outer hubs and the axles in place, but for some reason the transmission was removed. So this is it. It's an aluminum case. I think he said that there's a gear that they need to get. Oh yeah, this looks like it's broken right here. You know, what would you do if you needed one of those? You'd be in big trouble. You'd have to have it made. And somebody could make that. Probably somebody in California or Italy could make it for you, but boy, you'd pay seriously for it. Here's an intake manifold. It was a small displacement V8. I think he said it was 2.8 liters. It probably had a Weber downdraft 2-barrel. This is alloy. The whole engine, the whole drivetrain is aluminum. The block, the heads, the intake manifold, the transaxle. This is a pretty heavy piece of equipment. This is the right front suspension piece. Hub, backing plate. You can see that the brakes were vented. This looks like it's basket woven, like, you know, like macrame or something, but it's actually made of lightweight, probably aluminum. But this whole thing is not light, that's for sure. We saw step one today, which was unearthing a car that's been in a garage in a suburban neighborhood since 1972. That's step one. Step two is going to be doing a complete parts inventory, then it goes into restoration. Carl's going to restore this car himself in his garage at home. He's already done a Pegaso. This is the second one. We're going to be seeing this car soon go into restoration. Then we're going to see it in magazines, and we're going to see it on the Pebble Beach concourse lawn. Well, this is cool. An amazing looking car. driving this morning out of Santa Barbara. Oh, he's home? Sure.
Dwayne.
Boy, that was handy. Thank you. Hi, Dwayne. Oh, cool. Well, we ride around the country looking for old cars, and I hear you've got a few. Good. All right. Well, we'll see you probably in a half hour to 45 minutes, something like that. Well, that was an interesting phone call I just had with a gentleman who we are told a few miles from here has got quite a few old cars in his yard. So we're going to go see him after we're done visiting this place. We're in Miners Oaks, California, just outside of Santa Barbara. And we're very close to the town of Ojai, which is a really cool place. And I mean, this looks like a place you would have seen, you know, in the 50s. So this guy was named after a car. Tell us your name.
Shelby. My dad named me after the Shelby Cobra because he had a car collection and he wanted one, but he couldn't afford it, so he just said he named me after.
So he finally got a Shelby?
So he got one, yeah. Low mileage and...
Well, cool. So this is your business. Now, you just bought this business?
Well, yeah. I'm in the process of that.
Mm-hmm.
And what it's going to be called is Shelby's Classic, so everyone's going to think I'm probably into Mustangs until they find out the name. But
so if you buy this business, do you inherit all the cars that are part of it?
Nah. All the stuff belongs to George.
Okay.
Wilson. And then he bought this Plymouth brand new in 1951.
This Suburban?
Uh-huh.
Bought it new. You believe that? Now, it's a local car. It comes from a dealership nearby, I guess?
I would say Ventura, Ojai, probably.
Wow. These are rare cars. This is a 1950 Plymouth Suburban, which is for sale. 15,000 bucks. Two-door wagon. Not too many companies made two-door wagons back in the 50s. Ford did with their ranch wagons. Well, that's a nice car. So you got
You want to go back there? And
Yeah, I'd love to. Tell us what we're looking at here.
this is a 1941 Lincoln Continental, which I've been told there's only 100 of them. I don't know, around or 100 of them that were made, so it's pretty rare. And it's a complete car. I have the fender skirts and all that put away because they're, you know, hard to come by.
Oh boy, what a beauty. Wow. Does this run right now?
Well, he has all the wiring disconnected. But
Okay.
when it was at his house, it ran.
No kidding. If you look at this engine, this is a flathead, but instead of a flathead V8, it's got a couple more cylinders added to the front, so it's a V12 Lincoln. So basically the same thing as a flathead Ford, extended 4 more cylinders. Henry Ford was the kind of businessman that never wanted to change anything. He wanted his cars always to look similar. He was happy with the Model T forever, but the rest of the world wanted change. And Henry Ford's son, Edsel, was completely on the other side of the scale from his father. He wanted to bring European styling and flair to American cars, to his father's products. So you can see this is a 1940 Lincoln Continental. It's a beautiful car. This looked nothing like any car of the day. Narrow hood, beautiful swept grille, a rather low top. This could have looked like a custom car back in the day, you know, like something like a George Barris or a Darren car that was built back in the day, a one-off. But he produced these, not in mass production, they were hand-built. Probably the most fabulous American car of that time, and really a benchmark for automotive design in American automobile history. We were just visiting Shelby's shop in Miners Oak, California. Now we're driving to Ojai, the town right next door, to see about a guy that's apparently got a lot of cars in his yard. So again, you know what? We just met a guy who told us about another guy. I can't stress it enough that this is the way you hunt for old cars, is communicating. Your name is?
Dwayne.
Dwayne?
Bauer, B-O-W-E-R.
Okay, Bauer, there we go.
There we go.
So we heard about coming here. We never would have stumbled across this, but we heard about this from another place, Shelby's place, over in one town away.
In Miners Oaks, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of business, or what do you do with all
Well,
these?
this is just a hobby, really. It's just a hobby. And like I said, I really don't collect cars, but I've never sold any.
So how many vehicles do you think you have?
Oh, probably 75 or so. Yeah.
You know,
But a lot of them have history, too. So it's a lot of Ojai history.
Oh, I love
just don't collect the old stuff, but a lot of history. I mean, like, Thatcher School truck. And this is George Baker's truck. It's a 45 Mac.
Well, if we could just walk around here,
Sure.
that would be great.
You can do that.
Now, what do we have here? We've got a big Oldsmobile?
Now,
Oh, Pontiac.
This is a Pontiac, 1958 Pontiac.
Now, that's Eldorado or Biarritz?
That's an Eldorado Biarritz convertible.
58?
57.
57,
Yeah.
okay.
57, yeah.
Do you restore cars?
Oh, right here, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You got a Rio, a 440 Roadrunner?
Yep, 440 Roadrunner.
440 Roadrunner, wow.
And it's the GTX. So
Oh, is that right
it's
here?
a 74 GTX that's a Roadrunner. They kind of mix the two.
Yeah, that's
then.
odd.
Yeah, and it was kind of about their last year of really having a 440 in it.
Is it a 4-speed?
No, it's just automatic. Because remember in the 70s, they made them pretty well, got rid of all the standard shifts, and everything had to be automatics. And, it had like 175 horsepower or something. I mean, they smogged them up so bad that they wouldn't have any power.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah. Then a Rio, I think it's a 17 Rio.
So how do you find these cars? Like
They
that?
kind of find me. A friend of mine in Bakersfield says, "Hey, I just came across this old Roadrunner." I says, "Shoot me a picture of it." That was a few years ago when you could buy them for $2,500.
Yep.
That kind of
Now
thing.
this is right up my alley, boy.
Yeah.
XK 150 or 140?
120.
120, okay.
SK 120. And actually, it's a wonderful car. It's uncovered and getting dusty right now because my friend Bob Sheridan just built another one, a white one like this. So as he's been assembling that one, he's been using this to compare. So,
Wow.
no, it's a wonderful car.
And it runs well?
Oh, it runs very well, yeah. It's been all over California and up the vintage races up in Monterey and all that many times up and down the coast.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And there you got a 421 Pontiac
Yeah, this
with
is
the
a
8
420. This
bolt
is a
wheels.
tri-power 4-speed Pontiac. Yeah, it's a 2+2. Yeah, 2+2.
Whoa. So
It was kind of a mature, grown-up person's GTO.
Yeah.
Is really what it is. Yeah.
So this is a 421 cubic inch tri-power 4-speed aluminum 8-bolt wheel Pontiac 2+2.
Full-size Pontiac.
That's a blast.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, look at all these. Jeez. Now this scene right here is like, this is like a fantasy to see a scene like this.
Oh, right in there.
No, really, that is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Now that's a Jag 12-cylinder.
Yeah, this is a V12, 4-speed. Bought it. Well, actually, it was given to me as a totaled car, and it was totaled pretty heavily. So I restored it. Years and years ago, we used to drive it to San Francisco and San Diego, and really nice car.
So a V12 with a 4-speed, that's kind of rare.
Yeah.
Most of them have
Semi-rare,
automatics.
but medium, yeah.
Well, you got a lot of projects, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is a movie car that if you're the type of person that watches Fast and Furious, this will be in Fast and Furious 8, this tow truck.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And filmed in Cuba.
This was shipped in Cuba?
In Cuba. They
This
hauled
was
it.
shipped to Cuba?
They flatbedded it across the United States, put it on a boat, and took it down to Cuba. The marks are still on the windshield there.
And so Mark to Atlanta.
I guess. I don't know. Mark to Atlanta.
I mean, imagine, I've been to Cuba, and you can find stuff like this
Oh, yeah,
there.
but they could not find any vintage tow trucks. Nothing. They've all been used up for parts. They need parts for all their old cars. That's all they have is old cars.
Isn't that amazing? So how long was this out of your hands?
Oh, 6 weeks. And it runs like a top. It runs brakes, everything. So it's really, this is Ojai's tow truck from, the 40s, late 40s. I think it's a 46, 47.
Well, that's amazing stuff.
I have another barn with some more in it too.
What, right here?
Yeah, nearby. My tractor had a radiator problem. and a
Another
fan
orchard
problem.
tractor. Look at
Yeah, it's
that.
an orchard tractor.
Boy, that's sweet. So Mustang Sprint, so that was a special edition.
Yeah, that was a Sprint. It was all red, white, and blue from the factory.
That was like, what, a 72? Or?
72, I think, yeah.
Now, what about this Jag over here?
Okay, that's a Mark 10, and the Mark 10 was just in a video shot just a couple months ago. Big Sean is a rap singer. You've heard of Big Sean if you listen to rap music. And the name of his song was Out of Love. And they sang the song in the back seat. They wanted a luxury leather back seat and a big black car. I said, I got one of those. Down to Hollywood it went.
Oh, man. We Started this morning not knowing a single car, not a single car. And we drove from Santa Barbara up the mountain to Ojai. Now I'd been through Ojai before and it was a cool, funky town. I said, well, maybe there's something interesting in this town. And we met Shelby, and Shelby just happened to mention, oh, if you're looking for old cars, you got to meet my friend Dwayne. It's just a couple of miles from here. We had no idea. We'd never have stumbled across anything like this in a normal driving around. It's on a dirt road, it's on a dead end. And so we never would have found this place unless we had gotten a tip from Shelby. Well, we got that tip, and we've spent the last couple of hours looking at amazing cars. Dwayne buys these cars because he loves them. He's made a business out of them by renting them out to movies and rap videos and things. An amazing place, and I'm so happy we were able to just stumble onto him. What an amazing find. Happy hunting.